Welcome back. Here we are in St. Ark once again. And this should be our final set of rounds, so let's get to it by going into the Marquis's mansion. Do you want to enter the mansion? Yeah. That's why I'm here. Marquis Sharms was under the impression that you were in hiding. Apologies for the intrusion. I need to have a little confidential discussion. Would you mind terribly if I had it here? Confidential discussion, you say? Make yourself comfortable. This is your mansion, after all. The golden-haired young lady. I don't think I've had the pleasure. It's nice to meet you. I'm Lucy Sayland, secretary to the Grand Prince of the Principality of Remeferia. Today I'm speaking on behalf of the Grand Prince. Remeferia? Do you have some information on the movements of the country? I thought they'd join an alliance with Mildeen to take part in the war. But why they're negotiating with Sharms? So that means Remeferia is still keeping themselves open to other options. Marquis Ballard, would it be possible to speak with you? I know that his lordship is well informed of the situation in all aspects. I hope you'll use your great wisdom to help advise us on our best way forward. Triple dot. Alright, Wilhelm. You have abundant experience when it comes to political maneuvering. This is easy. Of course. I will definitely offer you the best advice I possibly can. You said that out loud, you know. Do you mean it? Thank you so much. Oh dear. Come now. Time is of the essence. Let's make our way. Sure. Let's use the office. I'm impressed how easily you persuaded him. It's due in no small part to the efforts of your lordship. Wonder what else he could do for us. Shall we get going? Did I just say that? Yeah. It seems we came across this at just the right time. Secretary Lucy is holding a meeting with the two Marquis. Doesn't look like it's about Operation Mirage. She's in the office. This might be a good time to visit her. Might. Hello! I'm just so glad the Master's back. According to what I heard, the airship his lordship wasn't got eye chat. I'm ashamed that I was enjoying my life quietly passing by while the Master was in such a predicament. But how would you know what was going on? I'm going to make sure that all of the servants are better trained to serve the Master. Alright. It's unusual that Mr. Celestin would do something apart from the Master and Lord. They must be preparing for a really big plan. I want Mr. Celestin to get some rest too sometimes. So do I. Yes, quite. I'm so happy. Master just returned. I knew I didn't have to worry about Master because Mr. Celestin was with him, but seeing him happy and well, can't help but feel giddy. You shouldn't be feeling giddy. Master Patrick has gone to the eastern part of the Empire. I know that he's busy, but I hope he's not pushing himself too hard. He's pushing himself too hard. Everyone is, really. You got to. It's probably what? Probably best not to go any further. Why not? Like one step too far, this far no further. Then go to the Marquis' office? Yeah. Oh, alright. The daughter of an honourable Remeferian family and Marquis Sharms. An interesting pair, to be sure. Their timing is perfect. I'd grown weary of hearing about the government in Viceland. Now let's see what kind of juicy tidbits I can extract from this lot. Why, hello everyone. Who would have imagined we'd run into each other again so soon, and in this office? Good to see you again, Lucy. Sorry if I interrupted your talk. Didn't mean to be a bother. Oh, don't be silly, you're not a bother at all. Besides, things we're discussing here today affect you just as much as they do us. It's hard to argue with that. But putting that aside for now, I've been travelling a lot lately, so I picked up a very interesting novel to read in transit. It's set in Remeferia, so that immediately caught my attention. That being said, would you mind taking it off my hands? My bags are heavy enough as it is, and it would be nice to know it was going to a good home. Okay, sure, I can't wait to give it a read. Thank you so much. Here you go. 3-9. Now, if I were Kayla, you would have to check to make sure the book wasn't bugged. Rest assured, no gift I ever offer you will ever contain any sort of listening device. Good to know, I guess. Thanks. Let's get this checked for bugs, just in case. But it is even possible to stop the government's plans from going forward? To be blunt, preventing the war is no longer an option at this point. However, we can mitigate the damage now by preparing sports structures for refugees and making plans for post-war restoration, which leaves us with much more to think about than if we only had to worry about stopping it. She's right. The war will bring with it a great deal of disorder. Given how many people in power are politically gagged at the moment, incautious behavior may well put a target on our backs. I suppose you have a point. Bit of the world is still up in the air, and the prospects we have when the dust finally clears. Lucky Harms, I'm pleased to hear you've safely reunited with Prince Olivet. You had a hand in making the Courageous 2 happen, right? My involvement's only recent. Marquis Rogner reached out to me in secret enlisting my help. I see. Is the reason Lucy's here related to that? She's here for different reasons, but we're also working to find a solution to things. I've heard about your latest undertakings. Current state of affairs doesn't leave much room for optimism, does it? Still, I ask that you allow us to place our hopes on you as well. Of course, feel free to do so. You fool. You fool. I was going to say, I feel like Lucy would have a separate one. As a close neighbor to Erebonia, this is as much Remethalia's problem as it is yours. Though together, I'm sure we can accomplish great things, your lordships. Indeed, Lucy. Right, so let's see about Cathedral Square. Start review. I hear the 1st and 16th Armored Divisions are mustering their forces at the Titus Gate. Must be setting up to advance the Calvard from the Liberalian border. The rate things are going, the whole continent may be consumed by this great war. Seeing the disparity in military capabilities, human casualties are inevitable. I plan to consult with Marquis Charms on how I can support those who survived the war. Maybe thinking about what will happen after the war is a little premature, but we have to take into account if we were to have any prospects of building a peaceful future. I'll have to speak with Marquis Charms about how to best help survivors after the war. Jeez. So smart, sure, but still. We've had so many orders and repair requests from military uniforms from Titus Gate recently. I thought they only had a handful of troops stationed there to watch the border with Liberal. For some reason, we've had orders for new recruit uniforms for the 1st and 16th Armored Divisions. I will not think about it, but are the Armored Divisions going to pass through the Kingdom of Liberal to wage war on Calvard? There's a lot we can deduce, but perhaps it's best if we didn't interest ourselves too much in military matters. But what's that going to do to Liberal? If the 1st and 16th Armored Divisions are going to pass through Liberal to make their assault, one can't but wonder how exactly would the 4th Armored Division that's stationed at Dreknor Fortress be moving? All of this is enough to rouse suspicion in anyone. Oh, excuse me, I really shouldn't avoid poking our noses into these matters. No, it's good questions, good questions. I've only been hearing bad things about Class VII recently. People are saying they're in a league with the government and are covering up illegal activity. It was so popular, but now they've disappointed so many. I wanted to eventually visit Kleist more. In light of recent news, I think I won't. It's just so disappointing. Class & Co. is getting some very bad reviews lately. I wanted to eventually visit them. How disappointing. Yeah, that's the same again. The delivery service I operate with my husband has started up again. Recently, my husband's truck was requisitioned by the military. Just so happened that Class & Co., on Managing Director Hugo's orders, can support business owners and the flow of goods. My husband borrowed a truck from the company, so he's been able to resume his deliveries. I had no idea what we were going to do for a while. I'm going to work hard with my husband to make this relaunch a success. Good luck to you. I really should see about getting some more of this stuff, because it's like I do need to make more food. I can get stuff sorted at some point, so it's sort of like, yeah, probably better. May as well top up everything that I can. I've already got so many assorted. That's one. No! There. I have such trouble with menus at times. There we go. Delivery service I operate with my husband has started up again. Things aren't easy at the store, but I'm going to work really hard on this relaunch with my husband. You do that. Oh hey, Devil paid me a secret visit just earlier. He was doing much better than I thought he'd be. It was such a relief, but he really does like to cause a scene, huh? Ah, Tofu showed up here. Yeah, I used to provide some assistance to the guild's St. Arc branch back in the day, so Tofu and I are well acquainted. The branch may be gone, but there still needs to be somebody to sort out the help requests and provide weapons to the bracers. Also been collaborating with the Legrand branch in certain cases. I see. That makes sense. I knew that you were cooperating with the guild. Didn't know there was a connection with the Legrand branch, though. Gives me a newfound appreciation for Miles and all the work he does at the Legrand branch to sustain his information network. I heard about your situation. I forgot I had these people in the group. I can't do much, but I hope to fully support you and the bracers. If you ever need weapons or armor, you're always welcome in my store. Thank you very much. I'm relieved to know that Toval's safe, but things aren't going to get even more serious as this war draws near. I'll do what little I can to make sure you've got wings of your own to fly with. Cheers, mate. Do I need any of these weapons? I suppose, like, yeah, I could get that, but it's like, I'm gonna be using you soon? Question mark? The bookstores in the capital are voluntarily removing books published in Calvard from their displays. Even though those Calvardian books never did anything wrong. As a second-hand bookseller, and as a book lover, I just can't believe it. The world of books should be free regardless of what international political climate is like at the time. The bookstores in the capital... It's the same again and again and again. Very well. Very well. So what we got? We got outside, cathedral. I'm trying to remember where we've got to check. Let's get you there. Phew, I'm really busy. My wife, nice delivery service for her luxury grocery store is back up and running. After my truck was requisitioned, I'm sure I'd hit the end of the road on it. Rosamine knocked the sense back into me, and I borrowed a new one from Kleist & Co. I've got to hustle out there now. I don't want to put any more stress on my wife than she already has. I'll get to it then. Alright, next up is the Noble Distray. I have to make sure the food gets there as fresh as can be. Indeed. I wonder how many people actually come over here. There's no need to come over here. So I wonder how many people, like, have actually come over to this location. I saw it on the map and I was like, huh. I wonder how many people have been there. And then I thought I'd comment on it. And then I'd comment on my comment. Yeah. We've had a lot more guests arguing with each other. But when the manager talks to them, they end up calming down for some reason. His nonchalant, laid-back attitude is actually saving us for once. I'm sure he'll manage to take care of that argument over there, too, so there's no need for you to worry. Still, it must be tough for the manager to mediate for everyone. I guess I can give him something sweet as a refreshment later. I was wondering, like, what does it actually say on this sign? Saturday, October, I see that bit. Anybody know what it could be saying? Or what the notes are? Looking at those maps over there as well, so, You're saying General Le Guin is part of the rebel forces? Know your place, commoner. I haven't heard anything about General Le Guin from the newspapers or the radio. Just saying it was suspicious. Exactly. Weren't you implying that the General is part of the rebellion by saying that? The government announced that General Le Guin is at the front line waiting for an opportunity. This is seriously detrimental to the war morale. I should call the Imperial Defense Force immediately. Come now, please calm down. You both seem to have expectations of General Le Guin. We don't have much information. Why don't you discuss what you do know calmly? You have a point. Maybe it's good to hear the positive rumors. I'll bring you some tea. Hope you find common ground. Concealing the existence of the Viceland army with that kind of excuse, huh? I'm secretly a fan of General Le Guin. You secretly are? If he's willing to give me information about her, I might be willing to forgive him. They say that ignorance is a sin. I'm forgiving, so I'll impart some knowledge onto him. It's just like they say about being close enough to argue. Something like this will be resolved through rational conversation later on. One can only hope. One can only hope. No dots, no dots. No dots, there's no dots upstairs. Yes, I know. Oh well, you could have told me. Could have told. Hey, did you hear? Miss Fiona came to the continent. She taught me so much. I just need to get the beat and it'll be perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 6. Matching with the beat is tough. Hey, did you hear Miss Fiona come to 1, 2, 3, 4? Etta and I submerged a radish in water and it's begun to sprout leaves. Apparently all you need is a simple radish stem. And you can cultivate leaves that are just as edible as the veggie itself. Is that true? Someone let me know. Is that true? Never would have known if I hadn't looked it up. It's quite a bit of fun to learn about little life hacks like that. Life hacks. Surely at this point in time you'd be saying top tips. Dear oh dear. A sweet girl named Fiona gave Etta some advice about the violin. My daughter's improved leaps and bounds, all thanks to her instructor and Fiona's guidance. Perhaps my little Etta will grow up to be a violinist someday. Violinist. No idea why I can't. I just start with violinist. Yeah. I heard they were requisitioning grain from my contacts back at the food agency. They said there's nothing we can do at this point but cooperate. The way things are, it's only a matter of time before bread becomes a luxury item. War or no, if we don't put proper priority on our food supplies, the country has no future. Dear. How about we speak to Marquis Ballard? Ah, yes, it couldn't hurt to try at least. I'm sorry, my dear. I know I said we'd enjoy the last years of our life in peace, and now this arises. Well, I've been waiting for you to retire and come home for the last 30 years. Waiting a little longer won't make that much of a difference. You've always been there for me. Thank you, Theodora, for everything. Now, better get going, don't you think? I get to work? The dahlias I've been looking after in my master's place are blooming beautifully. If only could have seen them. I let my mind wander into such a depressing train of thought. I'll have to pick one of these and press it. That way he'll see how they turned out when he gets back. And there will be so much more. I'll make this the loveliest garden in all of Zemuria. Once I finish the shopping, go to the cathedral to pray for my master's well-being. I believe in his abilities, I really do, but it doesn't mean I'm going to skimp out on my prayers. There's no skimping. What's going on here then? I spoke with Diana. Half of our harvest is going directly to her stall. Hopefully that will bring in the mirror we need to plant our next crop. First, we'll do everything we can to revitalize the stall. Rekka and I are running this little store together now. I reviewed how the store was being managed till now to see if we could keep it going. There's no longer an inventory problem, but we're still only getting by on the skin of our teeth. Look at that smoothie. Have a little smoothie there, just help him out a little bit. I want to give him all my money, I need it. Help out a little, help out. Okay. Thank you for such a generous contribution. Please allow me to offer my gratitude. Please, don't worry. The Archbishop already thanked me. I was worried that it wouldn't just be medicine you needed, but gauze and bandages. I just hope my contribution will help you restock. Thank you so much for your concern. We will use your donation wisely. Felicia has donated an incredible sum to the cathedral. We're so grateful for her desire to help us. I wanted to do my part, so I wrote a letter to my father, had some money donated to the cathedral. Normally, there's probably a need to consider profit when moving Mira, but helping those in need is the most someone as inexperienced as me can manage. Yeah, help the way you can. I finally finished tilling the soil. Decided to cultivate olives in this patch. Vegetables and trees require a different method, so there's a ton of studying I have to do. Might I want to plant olives? That's a secret. Everyone's depressed before the war, but no matter what trials we face, we must keep pushing forward. I've got plenty of drive, but my back really hurts. I know that medicine is in short supply, but I wonder if they've got any pain medication. More and more people are being conscripted for the war effort. Fortunately, there are many brave folks here, but I'm sure they're nearing their breaking point, even if they're not showing it. We just hope that we can bring some relief to everyone's hearts, just like the performance earlier. This arc is called the City of the Arts. I'm sure it must be home to many who are rich in spirit. As for that reason, our streets are relatively calmer than other places. I'm sure that some are going through a lot emotionally right now. We need to do a better job of supporting them. When I ran out of herbs, a merchant called Clays, who visits sometimes, helped me out. Thanks to him, I should be able to make the salve that Rua Cathedral needs. He's an interesting young person. He has a deep understanding of medicines as I do, and knowledge of many traditions and legends. At time I suspected he had some relationship with the Groundsritter. There are so many interesting young folk these days. Clays, could that be the guy from Erin Village? Well, of course. He's supporting St. Ark in secret as a regular person. That gives me some confidence. Indeed, my mother used to do similar things as a wandering witch. I'm grateful that the Archbishop would say such a thing. On top of that, Felicia, who often comes here to pray, was kind enough to donate a large sum of myrrh. And he made aware of how great number of people are supporting us these days. I wonder how many bits of dialogue are in this game that you potentially just don't see. It's intriguing. It's intriguing. Isn't the Emperor's surgery happening soon? Empress Priscilla and Princess Alphen must be beside themselves with worry. There may still be Calvardian spies around, so it may be difficult for them to go outside. But I really hope the two of them are able to pay the Emperor a visit. Right, I remember seeing the news in the Imperial Chronicle. It'd be great if we could visit the Emperor too. I do hope Empress Priscilla and Princess Alphen haven't collapsed from worry. Meanwhile, Prince Cedric is kept busy with the preparations for war. It'd be good if there was someone around who's there to support them, but... I swallowed my pride and asked Dad for a story again. He was weirdly happy. Don't actually have any interest in his old tales. Just wanted to get my mind off things. There are a lot of people coming to make urban adjustments because of all the wild monsters, but rationing makes getting new stock difficult. Not a rebellious phase or anything, okay? Okay. Father just wants to blame everything I do on a rebellious phase. I wish he'd stop treating me like a child. Rebellious phase. I was surprised when Carl wanted to hear some stories. That he couldn't get into the swing of things if I didn't. So it seems his rebellious phase ended pretty quickly. No. Oh, and lately, a lot of the plants in my store have begun withering. He said that things like this are harbingers of ill tidings, but in reality, war's almost upon us. Can't help but feel it was really an omen. But even so, Carl really wanted to hear the stories. I can't believe it! If you can't push them to change their minds, then try backing off. They might come around on their own. True. My mum did learn that with me, where it's like, I'll let you figure it out. And it's like, yep. That's how she was with me, and it's like, I appreciate that. Very much appreciate that. Anything down there? Doesn't seem to be. I've got a lot of people who'll be leaving for the army stopping by these days. They come in, sell their precious heirlooms and artwork, so they can leave some metal behind for their families while they're away. Just the other day, a man came in with what his grandfather had given him. It's painful to imagine the amount of hardship my customers must be going through to part with such treasured valuables. I look after the items my customers entrust to me as if they were my very own. And that's the utmost I could do to respect their wishes. Oh, I was hoping I could get the watch. I'll be having that. That'll be mine. But no. But no. Dun, 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 dun. Where do we need next? Don't two places left. Where have they gone? They're normally outside. Sitting on the benches, so where are they? Under Albert and Kaya's dice. But the training in Nord is going alright. My contact managed to persuade the supervisor at Zenda Gate. Managed to get them to Nord safely. Many have left Nines because of their public image, while others have been conscripted. With the only hope left for the club. We all hope to have a future after the war. It's in my best interest to make sure they're thriving out here and there. Everywhere. Wondering the others are doing special training in Nord. War imminent, some people think it's ridiculous that we're worried about horse riding. Don't care what the world says. I'm ready to lay down my life for Nines. Got a response from Nash. But I have no idea you were so madly in love with me. I can't promise that I'll marry you, but if I come back from the war in one piece, I wouldn't mind going out with you. What kind of fantasy world is that dummy living in? What does this mean if he comes back in one piece? Enough with the hero act, Nash. Cut the crap and just come home already. This is Nash we're talking about, so I don't think he'll do anything that'll get him killed. Even so, he was dumb enough to completely misconstrue how I feel about him, so I can't help but worry. Oh dear. Who's in the wrong there? That's the question. That is the question. Alright, into the... Just apartment blocks. It's not a brace skill. No. Section. Mum and Dad wrote a letter saying that we should devote ourselves to the Empire. That soldier should die for the Great Erebonia if that's what it takes. It's just so wrong. Mum and Dad are so wrong about all of this. I agree, Rean. Can't treat human life as dispensable. What I could tell in their letter, they're planning to come pick you up in a few days. Please remember this. Don't lose sight of what you know is right. Be sure to follow your heart. Dad can't be right. No way. Like they don't even care that Trav being drafted means he might never come back. I don't want him to die. I don't know why they've changed so much. But I can't go along with them. Good for you. I'm so proud of Rand for not letting what her parents said get to her. They should learn a lesson or two from her and change this way of thinking they're so absorbed in. Hopefully they can. Hopefully. Well, nothing up here. That's it then? That seems to be it for the rouse. Like, that's it? We're free. At long last. Right, let's get this out of the way. So we've got Rean, Sophie, and Eustace. Open the trial chest.
This one's tough. Be careful.
Look at that big guy. Yeah, he's weird, ain't it? We've got High Heavens still, though. Looks like we're definitely having that then.
High Heavens formation.
Maybe I should have waited. I keep doing that, like use it immediately. It's like I should wait until my turn comes up.
Arcus, activate.
Yeah, that's alright.
Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight! Shit! Hey-ya! This is the end!
Leave it to me. Let's go. Orbital Gear EXA, activate. Ha! Orbital laser, fire!
Very well.
Very well.
Divine shield, protect us!
Not that I need it with 2 hours 80% reduction.
My turn.
Let's go with that.
Sneaking mission, start. Let's go.
Really? Already?
It's down. It's mine. Take that!
Probably going for Elisa, aren't
Let's
you?
go. Yeah.
I've seen it.
Leave it to me.
Let's move you actually like here.
I'm up.
Right now, Demon Unchained.
Yeah! Let's go. Roar! Healing strike! Now!
There!
Leave it to me.
Moving up.
My turn. Sneaking mission, start.
It's my turn. Divine shield, protect us!
You
Don't
ready?
take me
You
lightly.
missed. It's not even used the shield.
Got it.
Got it. Right. Could do that. That'd be good actually.
Zephyr Tempest!
Delay. Stuff like that.
Let's go. Ready? Ha! Ha! You're done! It's down! It's mine! My turn! Light! Shine over us all! Let's go! Ready? Ha! Ha! You're done! Now! Alright, let's
Has to be done.
Leave it to me!
Ooh, so close.
Let's go. Roar! Healing strike!
Yes!
Yes.
You won't get away! Molten Storm! Now! It's mine!
Very well. On your knees. Now.
An opening!
Got it. Ready? Ha!
Yeah, I think with the delays and everything going on, it's like we've probably got this now, haven't we?
You're done! It's down! It's mine!
Let's go. Roar! Healing strike!
Oh boy, mate. Like, curse you, damn you. Well, that's weird. You can see a silhouette up in the background.
All right, nice work.
Yeah, that's alright. Bim, bim, bim.
A matter of course.
I did it! I did it!
Bang. Crimson Lotus, oh my. Alright, so let's end this part here now, and the next part, story time. Ta-da for now.